The Psychology of Psychic Afflictions. Inspired by Jungian thought, psychologists have long observed that the human mind does not fall apart randomly. It falls apart when it loses center. Carl Jung, the Swiss analytical psychologist who founded analytical psychology, warned in his book, The Undiscovered Self, that modern societies push individuals away from their inner reality. When the person stops knowing who they are from the inside, they become fragile. They become vulnerable to ideological takeover. They become vulnerable to projection, and the psyche begins to treat imagination as fact. This is the root of psychic affliction. A psychic affliction is not a supernatural attack. It is the moment the unconscious begins to govern the person, because the conscious mind stopped holding meaning. Jung said when a person abandons the inner dialogue, they become prey to the collective shadow. Erich Fromm, the German-American social psychologist and humanistic philosopher, highlighted something similar. He said humans escape from freedom when responsibility feels too heavy. They surrender their thinking to systems, leaders, and narratives that promise safety. In that surrender, the self weakens. Joseph Campbell, the American professor of comparative mythology, also agreed that myth is not dangerous by itself. It becomes dangerous when people cannot tell the difference between symbol and literal truth. Modern neuroscientists like Andrew Huberman, a Stanford University neuroscientist and researcher on stress and human behavior, remind us that stress hormones create distortions of risk perception. When cortisol stays elevated for long periods, the brain interprets threat everywhere. The person begins to believe invisible enemies exist. It feels psychic, but it is biological fear amplified. So these afflictions come from inside, not outside. This is what Jung tried to tell us. If we want psychological protection, we must do the inner work. We must confront our unconscious rather than run from it. We protect the mind by meaning-making, reflection, dialogue, and critical thought. We protect it through self-knowledge. We protect it by refusing to give the collective full authority over our perception. Psychic affliction is the consequence of a human being disconnected from their own center. The return begins with conscious knowing.